Oh, dropping everything. All right, so I'm back with another live. Just got off work. Going to be doing some homework today. We'll be doing some flow charts, some other things. My laptop from Full Sail will be here in 2 days. I'm hyped. So let me see here. How do I want to say this? So obviously, I'm using this YouTube platform to do the live videos, but in the future, I'll be using Moavi and seeing how that works. I know it's going to cost a little bread, but I think it's worth it. At this point in time, the first thing we need to do is get the vacuum cleaner out the way, as well as that blanket. Oh, yeah. So, for the people that will be joining live will probably see a disappearing chair for a second. Me disappearing from the chair. Now, if you are new to this channel, it goes without saying, if you can see what this live stream is, it's all about being an online college student. If you're first time watching this, anything that I pick up in school, or I should say, pick up along my journey with Full Sail, this is where I come to let y'all know what I've learned about Full Sail, what I've learned as a student. And even though right now it's a lot of live streams and it's like basic, I'm gonna call it, if you like what you're seeing right now on my channel, let me just say y'all have no clue of what I can do with a computer. Some of it will be like muscle memory. I'll be a little foggy with some of it, but it's like certain things like I'll never not know how to do, to the point of like riding a bike. You know, it just gets easier the more you do it, and I've done it so often that it's second nature to me. It really is. So when I get this laptop and I can install what I want to on there, and if my pops is watching this later, he'll probably be like, yeah, and if you don't get no viruses, which is always iffy with me. But you know what? I'm gonna go legit. I'm gonna go 1,000% legit. That's a promise. I'm gonna buy all my programs. I'm going to use, God dang, it's like you get the haircut and sometimes it just exposes some of the imperfections, but that's what makes me human. So, yeah, what we got going on today? So I'll be using this to kind of go back and forth between things so that I'm not, it's just weird to look at the computer and not know what's going on the screen that you're seeing. So I'm gonna go here. Oops, nope, not gonna go there. Online. We're in the last week of, God, what is this? Game Design 1. I resubmitted my flowchart situation for week 3, and the game results, I resubmitted that last night. I totally redid it, which was weird, right? Because we didn't get the announcement that we were going to be able to not resubmit, but that we had extra time to submit our work until Monday. So for those that know that I've been on break, I mean, just know I didn't sit around on break and choose not to do anything. I honestly thought, you know, whatever comes, and I'll get the grade that I get. And if y'all remember correctly, I wasn't feeling too froggy about getting these grades, but hopefully I did something that may help me in the long run. So right now, even though this is telling me that I've got one thing complete, I don't even know if y'all can see that. Boom, right there. All right, so that's actually not even a homework assignment. I literally just posted my YouTube link. I haven't done that in the discussion group before, but I felt like doing it today. So what do we got going on? We got success indicators. We got InLearn. Let me see. Class meeting 9, class meeting 10, week 4. Okay. Week 3 has been my strongest, but I've always had like 92s and 97s and hundreds until the last final grades. Like in week 1, I was at like an 89 point something. And then when the last 2 grades came, it dropped me to a 77.4. And then I was at like a 76 for week 2, actually. And I jumped that up to a 79.5. I'm at week 3 right now with a 90. And I do not know now how this is going to go. I'm taking it that my teacher is probably going to give me the higher. That's something that I've seen them do, but don't quote me on it because each teacher is different. But I'm thinking this teacher is going to say, hey, I looked over both of your assignments. I gave you the highest. I graded this. I gave you the grade for the assignment that you did the best on, so which only is a rare opportunity to get that because of, I guess some students had a misconception of when the due dates were. I'm guessing that at least half the class didn't have their turn-ins on Sunday or what. I don't know. I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. I thought it was pretty clear. It's due Sunday. So success indicators, what are we going on over here? Congratulations. The reason why I'm mumbling some of this is because I still am not sure what I'm allowed to put out there. I've got certain okays. I mean, I've called Full Sail and I've talked to him. I haven't talked to my liaison in forever, but just so y'all know. So go on to the following link, select new user registration, complete registration, making that the student ID number is correct. Go to, wait. Below is a test that will be used by us to determine what areas of game design we need to focus on to help our students succeed. The result of this test will not impact your grade. You will receive credit just for doing it. So see this right here. All right, so let me see. Tell you what I can do. All I really want to do is give me some money. Hey. So I got this open so that I can do the chat thing now, and I just seen like me standing there with my mouth open. Whoo! It's a sad situation. All right, so I'm able to see what's going on, what y'all see. Who's in here? I got one. It says I got one. Oh, wait. Ha! That's me. That's sad. It's like, who's in here? All right. We are going to put that down. Let's get out of this. I'm hoping everybody had a good day. Today was truck day, so I was unloading a truck, and later on I'll be going to the gym with the wife and possibly some co-workers. So let's go ahead and do this. Success indicators. Why couldn't they, like, you gotta highlight this and then what? There we go. Oh, okay, hold on. Go to there, select new user registration, and complete the registration. Make sure that your student ID number is correct. New user registration, boom. Name to register. I'm glad I got my journal. All right, first name. So while I'm doing this, I can see if I can, nope, what is that username? I'm gonna tell you what I'm planning on doing. I will be having game content on here soon. In the future, in a very distant future, I plan on having my own. Sorry, it just told me I didn't do something that I just did. having my own fast builds with Unity, as well as graduating onto Unreal Engine and seeing all that. If the story won't ever change, it's the truth. My brother was playing Fortnite like crazy. I mean, he's a Fortnite addict and he's really good at it. And I seen how much he was into it. And it kind of was kind of cool, you know, to see him have his own little setup thing. Because me, it was music all the time. I love doing music. I mean, I got in trouble for taking some heavy duty glue and some foam that came in a box and putting that in the speaker. I mean, I was hustling flowed out on like a real ghetto studio setup. So it was really cool to see my little bro really have his own little setup and doing his thing and really getting a fan base. You know, I told him, I was like, I seen that he was like ranked. I don't remember the number, but he was in an okay rank for like the Eastern United States as far as his skills in Fortnite. So I was like, you should make a YouTube channel, man. And next you know, it was just like 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers. I mean, he's itching towards 1,000 subs, and I was like, dang, it's working. So kind of like my little bro inspired me to not only make this YouTube channel, but he actually inspired me to go to college. He inspired me to do something that I like doing and make something of it and see where it goes instead of just winging it and throwing my skills to anyone, or really misusing my skills and running out of energy and deciding to take on a better, more structured path. I mean, I'm learning all this from the ground up. I don't know how to code yet. I still don't. But anyways, so what I'm getting at is, you know, I finally got a nice little savings aside going towards PS4. I'm pretty sure by the time I get it, the PSV will be out. That's what I'm calling. They're going to call the PS5 the PSV. That's what I'm saying. Remember, you heard it here first. If they don't, they should have. Student ID number. Matter of fact, if anybody that's at Full Sail and they're online, did y'all ever request and I really don't see why we would need one, a student ID tag just to have one, kind of like a memorabilia, or however you say that. I said that all wrong. Memorabilia. Where am I? I'll be taking notes. A lot of notes. Got to. My Twitter's going dumb. Oh, you know what? While I'm doing that. So if you go to live chats right about now. Hold on, not now. Not yet. But in the future, when y'all watching this after it's already been uploaded. If you look down at live chats and you turn that on so you can see when the live chats came, look right there. That's my Twitter. This is Radcliffe. All right. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Looking for a student number still, right? What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock. I would have thought I put that to the side somewhere. Oh, there is my put in the front. I should definitely. Yup, that's what I'm about to do. My first one's right, because I'm trying to learn C#. So I got like C# vocabulary, dictionary in C# is a collection of key value shares. It provides fast lookups for values using keys. A suffix is defines the type of literal. If the literal is not a default type, suffixes come at the end of a value. Example, decimal displays decimal equals 2. I don't want to read all that because I have a different way of trying to explain that, and I am actually still trying my best to understand it. I have a small grasp of it, and sadly, you know what? I haven't looked at all these in a long time. I see L equals long, E equals double, F equals flow, M equals decimal, U equals unsigned integer, UL unsigned long. The C# refers how many types? 3 value types, reference types, and pointer types. I really need to get in the zone when it comes to this, like I do the gym. And I probably would have a whole different channel. Or not a whole different channel, but I'd have a lot more type of videos out there. Students, go to TikTok. Time. I lick my fingers just to grab a page. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm writing all these notes. I'm thinking. I think I'm thinking like I'm gonna graduate. Once I graduate, I'll have these notes forever. All right. So I have found my student number, and I'm gonna put that in the front of. This is what I'll do. Boom and boom. Mm-hmm. Student ID is too short. Oh, how about now? No. Okay. Did I make a password? Nope.
Cause now, oh yeah, fucking gangster. Oh my god, she squirted all over me, dude. Oh god.
Hey, chat, if you go on YouTube, I'm live. Everyone just heard that because I pressed play. I said everyone, ain't nobody watching. Hey, chat, if you go on YouTube, I'm live. Everyone just heard that because I pressed play. Hold on.
Get nipple up in them guts now. Oh yeah. Like the fucking gangster. Oh my god, she squirted all over me, dude. Oh god.
It's not even his real voice. Y'all pray for my man Chad. I'm trying to convince him to make a YouTube channel. So in my upcoming video, I'll show y'all what I've whipped up for him. I think it should be called Chad's Redneck Life. He likes to call himself a redneck, so no discrimination. He that's what he calls himself. He would have made a really good. I think he could have made the cut for Trailer Park Boys. All right, what are we doing here? And if y'all can see my typing skills, you'd be like, I thought you said you know how to do the computer. I do. I got one eye. Hang with me, okay? Wait. Listen, Linda. I can still type one eye. I just type differently. Strength is good on my password. What's my username? True. Create. Okay. To verify your identity, security code has been sent to you. Please click the link. Please click the link or email and copy and paste. Oh, okay. Second. Gmail makes no sense. They load my inbox up with a bunch of YouTube notifications, but then they also put it in my spam. I always check my spam when it comes to the thing. What's going on here? Did they do it in my? Did they send it to the other one? We're gonna find out together now. Boom. Mm-mm. Oh, because it's not popping up in my Gmail, which is the email that I gave them. Same email I use. Hold on. Okay, outbox. Isn't this fun? This is student life, checking mail, making essays, taking notes. All right, so what the heck? That was from me. Let's check the junk mail. Nada. Delete it. Inbox. No. Okay, so let's go back here. All right, so I don't know what's going on. HP got a very annoying tab at the top that I believe is useless. And how do I get rid of this? I can't right click it. It's freaking, I hate it. It literally, you just gotta roll over it and it just keeps spreading out. And it blocks everything you're doing. So where are we going here? To everybody, your identity security code has been sent to you. Please click the linked email or copy and paste. What? Please click the link in the email. Oh. So can I go back? It doesn't let me go back. Log in. Let's see what it does. This username or password is not valid. Please try again. I'm just gonna clear my inbox out and see what's going on. I wonder if I gave them the wrong email by mistake, but because I did not check. So forgot password, regain access to your account. No. Okay, so you know what? Let's close this. Let's go here. We're gonna try this again. All I really want to do is maybe some money. Got that song stuck in my head. That's on me, baby. No, you know what? I don't want to copy. Boom, and go to this. Boom. Going through all this again. So now they have, is this your first time? Some courses may remind me, log in, forgot your username and password. No, that's not what, you're not logged in. I know this. If you have not yet registered, you can sign up for an account through. Oh, shoot. All I had to do is check my email, my Gmail, and I would have seen that they sent me the information as well there. So there you have it too. If you're a student at Full Sail, not only do they send the tracking information to your Outlook email, they send it to your email that you started out with. So if you got Yahoo or Gmail or Hotmail, it'll come to that one too. Well, this is corny. Full Sail, what's up? I did what y'all saying. I'm not getting an email from this situation, site, whatever you want to call it. Schedule outbox drafts. Nope, that's all I need. I went to all mail. It should have been in there. So let's go back to Outlook, see if they sent it there. Inbox. How do I refresh it? Sent items. As inbox, deleted, archive, junk email, nada, groups. There's nothing. This is not cool. Log in. Invalid login. Please try again. Okay, let's go here then. Nope. What are we doing? Forgot username. New user registration. We're gonna try this again. I have not got the password. It's asking me for the password again. To verify your identity, a security code has been sent to you. Through what? Please click the link in the email. I ain't get an email. Check code. Send me another one. Incorrect code. Send me another one. This is lame. I mean, they don't even let you go back if you put in the wrong thing. What kind of crap is that? I'm not saying I put the wrong thing in, but I'm definitely, the system will tell you that you need to enroll. In the top right, click the drop-down menu and select to enroll in the course. Once enrolled, you can begin the quiz. Well, I can't even get past the new registration. Well, I got past the new registration. I can't get past this code thing. Check code. Check code. So after 19 minutes, what does it do? Please click the link, and I did. This is not, and they got like this little woman with like some asterisks, and she don't do nothing for you. So can I get the code resent? This is a real blank site. This looks like some student-made stuff. Some like beginner, not like something I would have did. Forgot username, forgot password, login, clear, cancel. And if I click register new, it doesn't. So we're about to see how this goes. 304. God, I haven't called the school in so long. Really? Oh my God. Hold on, I know what I can do. So my phone decided that oh, this is lame. My phone automatically just deleted a bunch of phone calls that I made. So it won't go past March 2nd. That's some booty. Well, I guess I can't do that assignment right now, can I? I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Just gotta do. It's only 24 hours in a day. Oh wait. Probably would help if I did this, huh? Not that my phone holds a charge very well anymore. So what I started doing was turning my phone off. I'm not using it. So all right, so I'm gonna send that, and then we're gonna go here. Nope. Oh my God! See, this little swivel thing that I go over. This thing is so annoying. There we go. Hey, I got rid of it. That's cool. I actually got rid of it. I didn't even try to. I literally just. Huh. Cool. So. I'd be guessing all day for the code. New registration, password self-service. The verified identity security code has been sent, even though it ain't been sent. Microsoft Office. We click out of that. We go to Outlook here. Then go to inbox. I got no flagged emails. Do not reply. Yeah, it ain't nowhere in here. I'm just double checking. Search mail. Okay, so we're just gonna not deal with that right now, and it doesn't count towards the grade either. But anyways, we're gonna go back to week 4. Describing game elements. We're going to read the following chapters from players making decisions. So I got that book open already. Section 16. We're going to be talking about balance. Section 16 and 17. Please mark the assignment complete when you have done so. All right. I remember when I first started Full Sail, and you'll click that you've completed reading something and it gives you 100. And I was so hyped. I was like, I'm stacking them, and they hold 0% weight. So we're going to go to section 16. Where are we going here now? Part 4. Part 4. What? Ain't what I meant to do. It had me click part 2, and that's not what I was trying to click. Man, I can't wait till I get the new laptop. I don't know what's going on here. That is not what I clicked. Oh, maybe that's why. Nope, that ain't it either. What the heck? Refresh it. If computers could talk. Sign in, that's why. There we go. Sometimes now I bumped into this issue too, where it's you have to wait on an email verification. And I remember I gave up on one, so I don't remember what it was, but I do remember the only part I remember is that I received an email almost like 3 days after I had like gave up on even dealing with that site anymore. And what I'm trying to say is altogether from making my email and setting up my account and then being told that I need to wait on a verification, it was almost like a week and a half before I actually got that email. So that's the only other thing I could think of. I mean, I'm pretty good at my email, but I am human. I could have made a mistake. I do not see any emails. You ever had that thing that bugs you all day and it'll last all month if you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like an itch. This is that itch. This is that. Where is the email? Where's Waldo? I'm still getting crap from Fingerhut. Why am I joking in front? I might as well just select them all. Yeah, I might have to dedicate like a day to just, come on, I know there has to be where, because I'm gonna have to dedicate a day to just cleaning out my inbox on YouTube. All it is YouTube notifications. Like, it's crazy. It's all good. And then the White House sends me an email. You are now subscribed. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Why did I do that? See, I'm live and doing what half of the generation is doing, staying in his head, staying the freaking eyes glued to a cell phone screen. That's still not what I meant. It is what I meant to do, but I keep forgetting to do this. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, so we are. Let me see. Did it. I'm not expecting to get a lot of views on this one. I'll probably click out of this after 17 seconds of watching it. Homeboy just been flipping through the pages. For real. I'm missing it somewhere right here. 000. Mm-hmm. 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 Property of Tony Stewart Jr. So I have been thinking about what am I gonna do next for my YouTube video, and I had all kinds of ideas. I was gonna rap. I was gonna not rap the whole video, but I was gonna intro it with a rap. I was gonna do another day in the life of, but I really want to have that one planned out this time. Plus, with the laptop coming, I'm really just psyched about that. I plan on getting Moabi. I know that I'm pretty sure that Unreal, it's unopened laptop, so I imagine we'll be installing Unity 3D, and I'm guessing the next class after this will be using it. I don't know. They gave us a tablet basically as a gift, so must have in each presentation. That is, I'm still in that one. So online lecture, that was November 19th. Seven Deadly Sins of Speaking. You know, Rockstar wasn't even Rockstar until 2001. I'm just going over my notes and seeing that I did an essay on Rockstar. That is the company. If I could work for any company that is willing to take on a newbie, Rockstar. I'm gonna have to sit back and read all this one day. I read it during the class, you know, but it's just one of those things like I move on to the next class in between work. I mean, I'm not making excuses, it's just the way life is. I don't sit down and go back in time. Is it the last one? Yes. So we are here. There we go. Where we at? One school of thought takes rules to be the fundamental element of games. One school of thought. How about food for thought? We're going to call that food. The young man knows the rules, but the old man knows the expectations. Ooh, I like that. That's by Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. So there is an OJ out there, and he is not the wrong OJ. He's the Oliver Wendell Jr. OJ! What did we learn in class today? The young man knows the rules, but the old man knows the expectations. One school of thought takes rules to be one food for thought. I don't know how you're supposed to say that. One school of thought takes rules to be the fundamental element of games. Thus, to explain a game, you need to examine the rules. For instance, if you use MDA, mechanic dynamics and aesthetics, as your framework for understanding games, the only element that you can directly affect is the mechanics. The mechanics in this case are just rules of variance scope. But even if you choose to use some other framework to evaluate your game, you'll likely need to examine the rules of the game as a fundamental element of the experience. Holy shiznits. Okay, so let me read this out loud because one school of thought takes rules to be the fundamental element of games. Thus, to explain a game, you need to examine the rules. For instance, if you use MDA, mechanic dynamics and aesthetics, as your framework for understanding games, the only element that you can directly affect is the mechanics. The mechanics in this case is just rules of varying scope. But even if you choose to use some other framework to evaluate your game, you'll likely need to examine the rules of the game as a fundamental element of the experience. What the heck, man? That sounds, I know I said it choppy. Let me try that again. One school of thought takes rules to be the fundamental element of games. Thus, to explain a game, you need to examine the rules. For instance, if you use MDA, mechanics, dynamics, and aesthetics, as your framework for understanding games, the only element that you can directly affect is the mechanics. The mechanics in this case are just rules of varying scope. That part right there. The mechanics in this case are just rules of varying scope. What is varying scope, and why is it being used like that? Because it's like a variation. I understand that they're saying varying. It's a variation, but it's in this case. Let me see. The mechanics in this case are just variations, a varying scope. But even if you choose to use some other framework to evaluate your game, you'll likely need to examine the rules of the games. We're gonna. Is there another way that can be said? Is what I'm thinking. That when you are introducing a game to a friend, say Hearts, how do you explain the game? Generally, you would say something like this. The goal is to get the least number of points. At the start of the round, the dealer deals 13 cards face down to each of your players. In the first round, each player passes 3 cards that were dealt to the player on their left. The player who has 2 of clubs goes first and plays his 2 of clubs. Then each player has to play a higher value card of the same suit. If a player cannot play a card of the same suit, he may play any card except a heart or the queen of spades in the first round. Play continues until every player has played 1 card. Then the player who played the highest card of the suit first played wins the hand and collects the cards. That player starts a new hand. What happened there? You did not explain the story of Hearts. You did not explain what a deck of cards. Let me see. Hold on. Sorry. If a player collects all the hearts and the queen of spades, then every other player is awarded 26 points. It's really hard to do. The game is finished when one player accumulates 100 points. The player with the least number of points wins. What happened there? You did not explain the story of Hearts. You did not explain what a deck of cards was or how the cards are numbered, or what cards look like. You did not explain why the game was fun, or some strategy players could use to win. You did not explain why the game was fun, or some strategies players could use to win. There should have been a comma after fun. That's what messes me up. Maybe that's what was wrong in the other one I was reading. They didn't have their punctuations right. College textbook slacking. The game is finished, and okay, so you did not explain what the deck of cards was, or why, or how the cards are numbered, or what a card looks like. You did not explain why the game was fun, or some strategies players could use to win. What you did was enumerate a bunch of rules. Those rules define the game. Is it telling me to do that, or is it telling me to explain it in depth? No. For a stellar, if a high philosophical in nature. Treatment of rules in games. See Jewel J 2011 half real bit. There's a lot of references in here. Qualities of rules. Let's start there. Okay, rules. Rules allow you to play games in a meaningful way. Let's read the gist of it. Rules allow you to play the game in a meaningful way. Rules of play use Yahtzee as an example. Think of all the things you could do with the dice in the game. In that game, you could light them on fire, eat them, juggle them, or make jewelry out of them. But you don't do any of these things. This is a silly example, but important. By limiting the player's actions, rules allow you to set up a meaningful choice and comments. Okay, so what I got out of that, what's important out of that is rules allow you to set up a meaningful action. Rules are explicit and unambiguous. This is perhaps the most important quality of rules for games. If rules are not complete, then players find themselves in situations that have a no-win, lose result. So I'm reading about qualities of rules, and as you see, what I do is I either, for notes only, I either write down exactly what I'm seeing or I sum it up. So it says rules are explicit and unambiguous. This perhaps is the most important quality of rules for games. If the rules are not complete, then sometimes players find themselves in situations that have no win, lose results, and no way to proceed. For example, now stop there. This is what I wrote. If rules are not complete, players end up in a lose-stuck situation that have no definitive result. All right. I'm not gonna read this off to y'all. I wouldn't expect anybody to sit through that. This video is basically just to show you this is what I do when I get home. I'm doing notes, kind of got a gist of the reading material, and I'm gonna stop it there. We're already at 53 minutes. I'm gonna get my reading done. For those that sit here and watch later on, thank you. If you're new to the channel, of course, subscribe. And there are a whole lot of new videos that are coming quite soon. Working on getting a schedule down. Typically, I'm pretty good at either uploading on Sundays or Tuesdays. Just depends. Our school week ends on Sundays. It just goes back and forth between my work schedule. But yeah, I'm gonna have some fun when this laptop gets here in 48 hours. The tablet got here. Oh man, the tablet. When did the tablet get here? It was almost like 6 o'clock in the afternoon when the FedEx van pulled up. I was excited. I was hyped. I filmed it with my phone. God dang. I got all this hair on top, and then I got this crap sticking on the side. Look, man, y'all seen enough, all right?